I'm gonna tell you right now. This is from her father. Your bunch of lying no good punks, and I know who it's coming from because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation. Well, guess what? My daughter's not lying, and I'm not gonna put up with any of you people's crap. If you ain't got something nice to say about my daughter, then keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. And any more of your comments and put it on there will be caught and will be bound. You will have to deal with the police, cause you done goofed. Because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation. Investigators say the mountain of forensic evidence against
What up, y'all?
paints an
Your boy blew up on here.
of greed and premeditation. The forensic technicians in this case did an excellent job. They worked on this case tediously. They were able to develop evidence that was not visible to the naked eye, and because of their dedication, they were able to.
What up, Stu? World's longest intro? No, that's actually pretty short. It's only 1 minute and 23 seconds.
Holiday season means a house full of people all up in your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Like working for the man. That's the latest commercial. Dealing with the besties and the worst. Having some meat. Occupied. Or freezing your peas off while they finish the holiday classics without you. Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. And start just $20 a month with a medium price lock guarantee. Holiday season means a house full of people all up in your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down. And the worst. Having some meat. Occupied. Or freezing your peas off while they finish the holiday classics without you. Switch. For a limited time. Start just $20 a month with a medium price lock guarantee. Holiday season means a house full of people all up in your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Like working for the man. Dealing with the besties and the worst. Having some meat. Occupied. Or freezing your peas off while they finish the holiday classics.
Yeah, just chilling.
For a limited time. Start just $20 a month with a medium price lock guarantee. Holiday season means a house full of people all up in your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Like working for the man. Dealing with the besties and the worst. Having some meat. Occupied. Or freezing your peas off while they finish the holiday classics without you. Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. And start just $20 a month with a 3-year price lock guarantee.
Yeah, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. You ever heard of a blue one of Stu?
3 terrifying weeks, the eyes of the world were on Virginia and Maryland. A serial sniper terrorized the community. 13 people were hit, 10 of them died. This is how forensic science and solid police work combined to solve the case.
No, I didn't sleep all day. Just haven't been streaming as much.
Police in Montgomery County, Maryland were investigating a number of shooting deaths. 55-year-old James Martin was killed by one bullet while putting groceries into his car. 39-year-old Sonny Buchanan was killed by a single gunshot while mowing the lawn. A 54-year-old cab driver was gunned down while filling his car with gas. Nothing like this has ever happened in Montgomery County. This is a very safe community. Not a homicide rate, just increased by 25% in one day. All looked like the work of the same perpetrator. Police knew each victim was shot from 100 to 200 yards away, but they didn't know where the shooter was located. The FBI used television and film animation software to build models of the crime scenes to determine where the shooter was positioned. And since the shooter got away cleanly, some believed that 2 people were involved, a spotter and a shooter. My theory was that that's how he was getting away. You kill one person, you kill 2 people. I think that would be a pretty good day. Yeah, for a normal psychopathic murder. But now you go on to the 3rd and 4th with the FBI. So at that point, I felt as though 2 people. The 4th victim was 34-year-old Sarah Ramos, shot and killed sitting on a bench outside this post office. A 25-year-old Manny was shot at another gas station. And 72-year-old Pascal Charlot was shot and killed while crossing a Washington, D.C. street. A witness reported seeing an older model 4-door Chevrolet leaving the area of the shooting with its lights off. We feel like we might have a skilled shooter, and that does, I don't have concern. And these last 3 shootings provide their first forensic evidence. Bullet fragments removed from the victims were large enough for forensic analysis. We do what is called a fractured parts match in an attempt to see if it's basically like trying to assemble a jigsaw puzzle. As the bullet goes through the barrel, the lands and grooves inside mark each bullet. The sniper was using .223 caliber bullets. The marks on fragments from the last 3 victims were all from the same weapon. The bullets were hollow point bullets, designed to do considerable damage. That's the idea behind a hollow point bullet, is to increase the frontal area of the bullet by opening up. This goes out in about.
What was that? I don't know.
When it hits the body, it traumatizes the body.
He was just trying to pull muscle on those noodle arms, right? Yeah.
This time, farther south in Spotsylvania County, Virginia. Fortunately, she survived. Some witnesses said they saw a white van or truck in the vicinity of the shootings. But with few other leads, investigators hoped the new science of geographical profiling would help identify the killer.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. Building on my progress without starting over, weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly with dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Tell your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be light-weight, uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent, high cholesterol and weight gain may occur, asking high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
I was doctor about Caplyta.
Caplyta.
We're freezing your bees off when they finish the holiday classics without you. Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. I'm starting just $20 a month with a 3-year price lock guarantee. Holiday season means a house full of people all over your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Like working for the man. It's the latest smart show. Sing with the best and the worst. Having some me time. Occupy. We're freezing your bees off when they finish the holiday classics without you. Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. I'm starting just $20 a month with a 3-year price lock guarantee. A serial sniper had already shot 7 people in Virginia and Maryland, and many in the community were starting to panic. Investigators had little physical evidence, so they turned to some newer techniques of crime solving.
For years, the police sciences have used stuff from physics, chemistry, biology, all the hard sciences. Now we're starting to see development of tools for placing from the social and soft sciences, psychology, criminology, sociology.
Investigators asked Kim Rossmo to do a geographic profile of the killer. Rossmo is a former Canadian police detective who invented the computer software that's used.
Serial and stranger crimes have a problem with information overload. Too many suspects, too many tips. It's not uncommon for these lists to be in the hundreds and even thousands. It's like the classic needle in the haystack problem. It may be there, but where do you start?
Rossmo believes that criminals operate within a predictable distance from where they live. So he entered the locations of all the shootings into his computer program, which contains information gathered from thousands of
Yeah, so you know so.
Criminals are also concerned with committing crimes too close to their home. So there will be a bit of a buffer zone around there. But there's a point where the desire to operate in the comfort zone balances their desire for anonymity.
The computer maps where that
What up,
balance
5 viewers? How's everyone doing?
The system generates for us, after a number of calculations, up to 1 million, what's called a Jeopardy circles. 3-dimensional probability circles showing the most likely location of the resident.
The crime scenes are shown in yellow or green. The perpetrator's likely home is shown in red or orange. Police also asked the FBI for a behavioral profile of the sniper. Both the strength and weakness of behavioral profiling is that it's based primarily on the study of individuals who have committed past crimes and identifies what is common among them. Based on past criminal history, behavioral profilers say a spree killer is usually a white male in his late 20s to early 30s, high school educated, and is most likely divorced.
Solid. Physical evidence and witness or confessions to do that.
Science is an asset, science helps, but people, talking to people, getting information from people is our best ally.
But police were certain of one thing. The killer or killers
were watching the media.
It's common that they follow it in the media. They often may interject themselves into the investigation in some way. Again, that kind of features.
So he may have been watching when Chief Bruce assured the public that area children were safe. On October 7th,
Did you forget what you was doing? Yeah, I was having a little anxiety. I think my meds are kicking in though.
parents questioned whether their children were safe at all.
Idea of moms taking their kids to school and sheltering them from a potential sniper attack is not the America I know.
In a wooded area, 150 yards from the school, police found it covered to a pen, a shell casing, and a tarot card, the kind used in fortune telling. The shell casing was a .223 caliber, a very common round, which can be fired from many different rifles. The killer left the death card, inscribed with the words, "Dear policeman, I am God." Within days, there were 3 more shootings. 53-year-old Dean Myers was killed at a gas station near Manassas, Virginia. Then Kenneth Bridges at a gas station in Fredericksburg, Virginia. As a policeman stood just 50
I'm sorry, Stu. I'm a boring person.
Female FBI analyst Linda Franklin was killed in the parking lot of a horror restaurant.
Me and you, your mama and your cousin too.
One tool from the federal government was a high-tech military surveillance plane able to detect the burst of flame made by a rifle on fire. But it didn't happen. The next shooting happened far from the surveillance area. A man was shot and wounded outside a steakhouse in Ashland, Virginia, 90 miles from Washington.
He's willing to change his MO. He listens to the media. That's one way we know that he's careful in taking his notes and doing his analysis.
Oh shit.
In the woods next to the winter market, the sniper left another message with an ominous warning. After the 12th shooting in a horrifying spree, the sniper left another note, a 4-page letter enclosed in a plastic bag along with a shell casing. The letter demanded $10 million to be transferred into a credit card account belonging to an Arizona bus driver whose wallet had been stolen prior to the attacks.
After 10 fall shootings, he decides it's money now. I think the money aspect of it is back and forth. It's just like, I'm going to charge everybody. I got a life and death in my hand. Oh, why don't I ask for $10 million? Why don't I ask for $1 billion?
What tends to get people in trouble is their own narcissism. The notion of give somebody enough rope and they eventually hang themselves. That people get too cocky.
Riddled with poor grammar and misspellings, the 4-page letter referred to us, indicating more than one person was involved. The note warned that if the demands were not met, more shootings would follow. The next morning, 35-year-old Conrad Johnson was killed as he was stepping out of his bus. A note similar to the previous one was discovered in a wooded area close to the site. The snipers also made repeated attempts to make contact with investigators through the sniper tip line. Most were messages beginning with, "Call me God." But it was another piece of communication that gave the killers away. The sniper called a Catholic priest in Ashland, Virginia, asking for forgiveness
famous for the sniper shootings and also mentioned a murder he committed in Montgomery, Alabama. Interestingly, police in Montgomery, Alabama had an unsolved murder. A month earlier, 2 employees of a liquor store had been shot, one fatally while locking up the store for the night. Kelly Adams survived the shooting, but she didn't see the shooter.
I could have been out. I just don't take things for granted anymore.
Witnesses saw one of the suspects drop a magazine while running from the scene. Forensic experts in Alabama tested the magazine for latent fingerprints using a series of techniques including magnetic powder and the chemical menhydrin. They also tried super glue fuming. In an airtight chamber, a small amount of super glue is heated, which vaporizes, then attaches to biological materials. These techniques produce several usable fingerprints which federal authorities scanned into the computer system called APHIS.
The APHIS system is actually an acronym for Automated Fingerprint Identification System. And what it is, it's a computer that will actually scan a pattern type of a latent print.
The computer makes millions of comparisons that would take a human being years and uses numerous government databases. In the immigration database, investigators had a match. The fingerprints on the magazine belong to 17-year-old Lee Boyd Malvo, an immigrant from Jamaica. Police later learned his nickname was Sniper, given to him by a man who used to date Malvo's mother, 41-year-old John Muhammad. Malvo and Muhammad had once lived in this house in Tacoma, Washington. Neighbors said they often heard gunfire from the home's backyard. Lee Boyd Malvo and John Muhammad were now the prime suspects. But where were they? And could they be found before they killed again?
Holiday season means a house full of people all up in your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Like working for the man, what's the latest your shop? Hanging with the besties and the worsties. Having some me time. Occupied.
Or using your peas off when it comes to holiday classics without you.
Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. Plan start at just $20 a month with a 3-year price lock guarantee. Holiday season means a house full of people all up in your internet. But with 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Like working for the man, what's the latest your shop? Hanging with the besties and the worsties. Having some me time. Occupied.
Or using your peas off when it comes to holiday classics without you.
Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. Plan start at just $20 a month with a 3-year price lock guarantee.
Oh shit, my phone's dying. What up, Stone Cold ET?
Samsung TV or Galaxy Tab or Nintendo Switch system on us. If your gift to pick, switch to wireless internet and get the best deals. Holiday season means a house full of internet. With 100% fiber optic internet from Verizon Fios, they won't slow you down no matter what you do. Working for the man.
Using your peas off when it comes to
Switch to 100% fiber optic network for a limited time. Plan start at just $40 a month. A telephone call from the killer, a fingerprint from a magazine cover, and ballistic testing had led police to 2 suspects, 17-year-old Lee Boyd Malvo and 41-year-old John Muhammad.
A check of motor vehicle registrations revealed Muhammad owned a 1990 Chevrolet Caprice with New Jersey license plates. Information that was released to the media.
The public is requested to call if they have any information regarding Muhammad's whereabouts, any other information that investigators can use to locate this individual.
Just a few hours later, an alert truck driver noticed the car in a highway rest stop. Police arrested Malvo Mohammed without incident. The two had been sleeping in the car. In the trunk, police found a semi-automatic Bushmaster rifle with a small tripod and a pistol. Also in the car was a laptop computer and a global positioning satellite receiver, or GPS. Satellites in space can instantly locate a car with a GPS receiver and provide maps of the area, ensuring a quick getaway. On the laptop computer were drafts of letters with language similar to previous communications from the snipers. Also in the computer were directions to locations of the attacks, some marked by a skull and crossbones. And investigators found a list entitled People to Die Later. On it were the names of the Ashland, Virginia priest and someone at a local radio station. The rifle from Muhammad's car was sent to ATF headquarters to Principal Examiner Walter Dandridge.
Investigators want this information yesterday.
And the lands and grooves of the rifle matched the bullet fragments taken from the victims.
The results of forensic testing are that the weapon seized from the vehicle occupied by Muhammad has been forensically determined to be the murder weapon.
The only fingerprints on the rifle were those of Lee Boyd Malvo. However, both suspects were found to be sources of DNA lodged in the ridges of the rifle scope on the murder weapon. Malvo's DNA was also found on the pen casing found near the school shooting. Muhammad's DNA was discovered in a plastic bag containing the letter found in Ashland, Virginia. The car was modified to conceal the sniper's actions. To illustrate how, forensic files obtained an identical car and had its trunk and rear seat modified in the same way as police found.
What up, Harold on Facebook? Thanks for the like.
There was a 4-inch hole cut in the trunk, and a portion of the back seat was missing. As this demonstration shows, a shooter could easily get in the trunk and fire through the hole. This is the view looking through the scope of a rifle. Combine that with the anonymity of shooting through a hole in a car trunk and the driver leaving the scene within seconds of the shooting, and it's easy to see how they could get away so cleanly. Even the policeman standing near the car might not have noticed anything suspicious. Any muzzle flash could have been sheltered from aerial surveillance. Geographic profiling had assumed the snipers lived near the
Shit.
The mobile bunker they called home allowed them to reach the balanced geographic profiling counted on near to home, but also anonymous. But there was still a question of how killings occurred. It's gotta be more. People just don't lie for people. Muhammad's ex-wife thinks she knows. She thinks the killings were a setup, so that when Muhammad killed her, it would appear to be a random killing by the sniper. Muhammad's wife lived in Maryland, near the Jeopardy area identified as the killer's comfort zone by the geographical profile. Once again, it's very important to prosecute the case. Never a profile, never a real player. We play his on.
All right, y'all. Let me get off of here. Let my phone charge up a bit. I'll be going out for a smoke break in about an hour. I'll talk to you then. Whoop, whoop.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is from